Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hop On Knowledge Check. We got 6 sets today. I'm Ash, joined by Mars. What's up? What's up?
Hey, everyone. How's it going? How's it going with you, Ash?
I'm doing really well. Had some dinner, ready to sit down and watch some sick first to fives for PNW Uni. We got 6 sets for you today, starting things off with Minuet versus Pikachu.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this one. I'm excited for all of them. To me, the really cool thing we have going is how many different regions and different skill levels we have represented here. Pretty much across the board, you'll get to see players from all over. These first two, I think, is actually going to be Washington versus Oregon.
So Pikachu's from BC.
BC, that's it. My apologies.
And Minuet's from Washington, yeah.
Yeah, Minuet, one of the Bellingham players, I think, actually started out as a Smash player originally, but has moved over to the bright side of things with fighting games, and we're going to see the Chaos cook, hopefully.
Yeah, not a character that we see too much of in this version of the game. Wasn't a super popular character in previous versions of the game, but definitely in comparison to some of the tools that other characters have been given. The general consensus on Chaos is not too hot, but, Snappy still cooks people, so we'll see what Minuet can make happen here.
Well, Snappy just has the mash reads of a god, so we'll see if Minuet can keep up like that. I mean, Chaos is not the worst character. I think part of the reason you never see Chaos, aside from just his general, weaker power level in this version, is that he's a pretty unusual character, sort of because he's a puppet character of the cast.
Oh, Whip Throw is always plus, though.
Oh, yeah.
And Pikachu, Phonon player from BC, so you know that they have Orie in the back making sure that everything is there should they choose for it. Okay, little awkward drop, finds its way out, but should succeed.
Yeah, we've already sort of seen the first namesake knowledge check there with the 6FF into the overhead to B follow-up. When you see 6FF, you just kind of block high. There's no low threat there, so...
Oh, caught the walk back though. Dash 2B.
Yeah, I'm curious what Pikachu does with his install. So far, just putting the flusher. No tech on the gold throw.
Oh, I'm not sure what they got hit by there. Maybe trying to jump forward out of the corner, but this is the spot against Phonon where it's generally a game of who's going to get bored first, the Phonon player or the defender. And unfortunately, in this case, the Pikachu is not bored first here in game number 1.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big thing with Phonon pressure against characters with pretty subpar, Abare and reversals in general. Chaos doesn't have the tools to deal with Phonon corner pressure, and if the Phonon player wants and is willing to forfeit cycle to some degree, she can just run pressure forever.
Well, Chaos also lost roll as a reversal tool as well, now that it's 6CC instead of his previous force function. But they find the mash out.
Okay, drops the combo, but still has pressure in the corner. I like the same much pressure. Gets the hit, too.
Yeah, you really have to know when you can take your turn back against Chaos. It's very common to see Chaos players just do a bunch of +9 redashes, and if you don't know what you're doing, it can be quite tricky.
Yeah, especially if you're not used to fighting a puppet character like this. If Uni is the main fighting game you play and you don't see Chaos very often, it's pretty hard to get in that mindset of trying to kill Ozzy on defense before you're allowed to really sort of take your turn back aggressively.
Yeah, we have, though, been seeing Pikachu trying to kill Ozzy with 5A, so they do know that it is easier to kill Ozzy in this version of the game.
Yeah, I mean, for me, that's, I think, the biggest nerf that we saw with Chaos, and oh my goodness, the IW. Just kills.
Yeah, 100%. Minimum damage on that is already so much higher, 3.7 Minuet on the board in game number 2.
But yeah, I think, going back to what we were saying, being able to kill Ozzy with 5A, 2A is actually just such a huge change. There's a lot of characters where being forced to use your B buttons is so awkward on defense if you're trying to get rid of Ozzy, and being able to just mash a 2A, I mean, every single character has a fast enough 2A.
Yeah, I remember when I would play Batista in this matchup in Clear, and my best tool to kill Ozzy was 6-6B.
Yep.
It was a little bit awkward. Okay, nice dash in.
I like the side switch combo as well.
Breaks. Okay, nice block, but there's the first chain shift.
And another missed gold throw attack. 20 push-ups already from Minuet.
Yeah, not sure what the EX flash on reversal was. Chaos does not have any invulnerable EX moves, but 6C flips the top.
No, the grid break low.
Oh, EX tail whip catches the jump. Alright, Ozzy behind, you can run forward, but catch the... Ooh, caught the dash with the roll.
That was kind of tricky. Of all the things I was expecting with that Ozzy behind, Chaos in front, it was not that one.
Oh, you got mind control to trying to play the game at round start against Phonon.
Yeah, that install, that's the tool that allows her to combo her BDP at round start, correct?
No, she actually can get a meterless confirm from BDP at round start distance now.
Wow.
It's not a very big one, but it does give her a knockdown.
Yeah, I mean, anything off such like a fast button at that range is going to be great.
Alright, Fire Breath, nice punish on the 6C actually. He's out of Ozzy moves to cancel into. A little scramble. Yeah, 3C, you really gotta... It's such a good tool for Phonon to be able to kind of check you walking backwards in neutral.
Okay, just to barely escape with his life, then dies to the EX reversal. One round apiece now.
Yeah, but crucially, Phonon with 100 meter here, so will you try to play the game at round start? No.
I like the decision.
We've learned our lesson. Alright, nice patience so far. Where's the throw? There it is. Cycle probably secured here. Oh, that's so ambiguous.
Yeah. I like the way Pikachu's mixing up his timings on the rebeats. It's so hard to call out Phonon rebeats from that distance between 5C1, 5C2, like no cancel 5C.
Especially if you
all the options, yeah.
Yeah, especially if you haven't explicitly practiced against it. Like Phonon is a character that's definitely lacking visual clarity and for normals.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, that's a bold interrupt.
Yeah,
but they know.
Out.
Kill him with 2A, you don't have to worry. 2-1 for Pikachu. But first to 5, so still plenty of time left.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen strong stuff coming out of both players so far. I don't think either player has really, like, had a clear game where it was all them and, like, no fight back from the other. They traded rounds, I think, every single game so far.
Alright, gotta watch the cycle here. Roll probably takes it. Yeah, Minuet finds the first cycle, but unless you're gonna use it, that resource is not gonna be too useful for you.
Yeah, and how are you gonna use it in this matchup, right? It's really tough in this situation. Okay, I guess that works. This is a 6C, full combo, into the pressure. Okay, just kills it with 5A right away, no fear.
Yeah, I think it's getting a little scrambly with the roll, but should be enough here, I think. 1, 2, 3.
Nice, nice. Didn't CS for the meter, so
yeah,
slightly suboptimal.
Clear Lamp shedding a single tear there. And Pikachu doing like showing understanding of Chaos 6C range, which is really one of the... It's like 6C and 236A that are the main tools that you need to be aware of in neutral. Yeah, just pulls him back in. Oh, the 5cc though!
Yeah, successful mash out. Pikachu the first one to get bored. Does manage to get this, I think, full conversion in the corner here.
Sorry, not sure what we're gonna get hit by, but yes, this is a real reversal.
I mean, it's the only one he's got, really.
Well, I mean, with Chain Shift, Chaos does have things like 2-2 ACS or 2-3-6 ACS where you can send Ozzy forward and continue blocking. Yeah, Orie in the chat, letting them know that you kill Ozzy and then dash block until you're just outside of 6C range and whiff punish it, which is a pretty effective game plan against Chaos.
Yeah, that's a very strong layer 1 versus Chaos players, especially ones who aren't as familiar with your character. As I mentioned earlier, Minuet from Bellingham, not really much in the way of Phonons up there, or in Washington in general. Pretty much all of them these days are located up in BC as far as PNW goes.
Oh, nice challenge. Yeah, that fireball was not very well spaced. Minuet taking her turn back. The CS is going to be kind of awkward to use, though.
Not able to get anything off that conversion, and then just gets punished for trying to continue the combo. Okay, Chance at life. Oh, but doesn't go for the anti-air. Still, the 60 is going to be enough.
Yeah, gets the counter hit on the poke in neutral. Oh, no stance on the dog either, but it's okay. Ozzy's in kind of a weird position. It's hard for Phonon to fight back. Continue. Oh, not quite. I think maybe you could have like OTG to 2C, 5CC or something like that. But regardless, Minuet cleans it up.
Yeah, good stuff there at the end. I kind of adapted to how Pikachu was trying to kill Ozzy, punished him for it, and then was able to get a full confirm off it thanks to the EX move.
Yeah, that is plus. Will frame trap, +1 fireball off of the 6-6B.
If I see a Phonon move, I just kind of assume it's plus.
Oh, you see the spacing, the recognition. Practice has been done. Nice confirm as well, just a little bit too far. Needed a dash on that ICJC. Nice block.
Yep. Minuet has learned their lesson. They unlocking it every time, but doesn't believe in the mash and gets punished hard for it.
Yeah, 1-bar kill as well. I don't know if she'll build the 3.08 meter that she would need to install off of B pillar, but I mean you block one thing in neutral and you have enough. Oh, J2C.
Hit with Ozzy into the full combo. Oh, unfortunate AB under doesn't confirm.
They are confirming off of these zoning hits in neutral though, which is very important for Chaos players.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot, I guess, more difficult, less intuitive than the ways you typically confirm as a character, but very important to turn those stray hits, those like foolish challenges from your opponent on Ozzy into 3k plus damage.
Yeah, you can really turn your layer 1 in neutral entirely around, am I going to do something that lets you kill Ozzy now, or am I going to frame trap in a 2-2-A to try to catch you for challenging my dog? Alright, cycle secured here. No B follow-up.
I would really like to see Minuet shield some of these 6FFs. This is like the one downside of that move, and it's very strong, is that it gives away a lot of grid if you shield it.
Alright, dash throw. 2 more of those or 1 clean hit.
Great tech. Minuet's been going for throw in that post CS scenario. Basically every time there isn't a move already being thrown out.
Yeah, that is a punish on the 5cc no cancel.
Yeah, dangerous to no cancel there when your opponent has CS, but it's difficult to play around CS in general in those spots.
Alright, dog sent forward, no conversion. Oh, I thought Ozzy was gonna have him on that one, but
yeah, me too. The Pikachu just runs Minuet down, gets the corner combo.
Man, ICJB really does a great job of stabilizing these like awkward height Phonon confirms.
Yeah, we have a Phonon player over in Montana, Cobalt, back in Clear, and they would always say that like the real focus of routing as Phonon is being able to get into that ICJB.
Alright, 4-2. Pikachu only needs 1 more.
Yeah, and really strong start in this 5th game. Minuet trying to walk back, afraid of that B pillar, and 3C just takes advantage.
Yeah, Icy Fireball. Oh, one goes to a little bit greedy pressure reset with the Assault. Gets split by 5B.
Okay, another greed with the Assault there. Gets hit, gets caught mashing as well. We'll have CS available. This is not gonna burn the cycle the whole time.
Yeah, and ICJB catching at that perfect angle off of the forward jump. Is this enough? I think it is.
Yeah, with the IW minimum damage now, and I don't even know if this is minimum damage. Still though, Minuet definitely in this has done a pretty good job of calling out Pikachu's sort of greedy assaults. Gets the 6C there. Let's see if they can do anything with the Ozzy pressure afterwards.
Yeah, kind of misspaced on the approach. The one thing as well is that Minuet has not been showing any pressure with Ozzy and stance, which is a look that makes your opponent think about a lot more.
Oh my god, that dash grab.
Yeah, through the extended hurt box on 5C, just walk back. Yeah, dog can't really go anywhere.
This is not good.
Assault? Yeah, I like the assault to make sure you stay in the air. Alright, are we using it simple or are we getting flashy?
I was gonna say, you could just CBO at this point.
No, it's gonna drop. Oh, it didn't.
I was worried there too.
Definitely got spooked for a minute there, but Pikachu, our first victor tonight, 5 games to 2 over Minuet.
Yeah, looked really good throughout that set. I was not familiar with Pikachu's game going into this, but definitely impressed. I know that the Vancouver scene is so strong for Uni, and with someone like Orie, you know, teaching you the ropes, supporting you in chat, that's a really good foundation to be a strong player.
All right, so that is our first set. Next up, we've got, I can't believe this is actually their tag, Uniscbackshots versus Dalek.
Actually, their tag is a bit of a stretch. I think a lot of people know them as Noel, which you can actually see in the
wonderful, love that for us.
So. But this is the match that I am most excited for on today's card. We get it nice and early. Dalek, the sort of resident Eltnum player of Washington. Actually, Uniclear was their first fighting game they took seriously, and has, between this and Melty, just dedicated French bred player. Whereas Noel is one of the stronger players that we have down in Portland. So consistently top 3 in Portland brackets behind, you know, likes of Fio or whoever. So I really don't know who've ever seen these two players fight, but I think right around the same skill level, and I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, interesting matchup as well. 2 characters definitely big winners in this version.
Oh, absolutely.
Londrekia obviously needs no introduction, but I think Eltnum is the character that is probably slept on the most of the characters that I think are extremely good in this version of the game.
Yeah, I think a lot of people still have this perception of her and how she was in Uniclear, but this is just a different character now.
Yeah, that's one of the big changes that you'll see. 214A comboable into 2B. Gives her a lot of needed stability. Alright, challenging a little early on Rekka pressure, but gunshot CS, you know.
The classic.
Old reliable.
Yeah, Dalek's someone who makes really good use of CS across the board. The number of times I've been hit with either gunshot CS or CS cutting sync, it's so frustrating. They're really good at playing for the cycle and using it well. And right there we see a great use of it. Confirm that overhead.
Assault JACS. Probably one of my least favorite changes in this version is that you can change shift that on block as well. So we no longer get our guaranteed throw punishes, but it's okay.
Yeah, it was really sick when you actually called it out and blocked it. Oh well.
Oh, don't worry. I get hit low there too.
It's so frustrating because he goes into the air. He literally goes into the air. Okay, force functions out, but still, the Grizzly that we see here.
Oh, Ice Rain, but no 236A. Might have been a little bit too far for 66E.
Yeah, there are ways
though
to
lets you pick this up. And Londrekia always doing a ton of damage. All things tied up here in game number 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no doubt in my mind that even meterless this kills very comfortably.
Yeah, really liking the pacing of Dalek's offense so far.
Yeah, really good at mixing it up. Does give away that cycle, unfortunately, the throw comes in just too late, but Noel not able to make use any of it at all, and just whiffs that 3B in the air.
Yeah, has meter to confirm the overhead. Plus 13 or something ridiculous like that on the Icy Fireball.
Okay,
Celestial for Dalek. This might be enough.
If you don't drop it, if you route it correctly, with 200 meter and Celestial, there's no way.
Oh yeah, more than enough.
So much damage.
5.4 for not even that insane of a combo. You know, 2C counter hit, just kind of into the B&B.
Yeah, I mean, that's the danger of forfeiting cycle there. Before there's a lot of scenarios where someone has 4 grid blocks and you just say, okay, I can't win it this time. But now if they can get up to that crucial 6 and get Celestial, it just turns any hit into instant death. And yeah, I'm trying to remember the exact numbers, but what is it? Eltnum's IW has always been one of the strongest in the games in terms of minimum damage, and this version, that's very much still the case.
So we're just getting the players reset coming into this. Noelle forgot to close Civilization 6. And may or may not have had an impact on the player experience, but it's okay. We're back. We're getting back into it. Sometimes we're too excited to play our set on stream. We forget to make sure that we're 100% ready.
Yeah, I mean, we can see really like the dedication that it takes to, main Londrekia. Kidding.
But yeah, definitely kind of just a Dalek show in neutral those first couple of games. Noelle, she didn't really have the best opportunities to, take control of the neutral. Would love to see, just sending it with some C Rekka in neutral, some 214 BB.
Yeah, I mean,
frame half screen low, no big deal.
Wand is a character who very much can and is almost incentivized to send it, and I love the way Dalek was structuring their pressure, structuring their neutral. We see the early Rekka send it.
Oh, the space 214 like that? Yeah, that's where Lon can get messy as the defender, The Lon player is -2 off A-Rekka at all stages for some reason. Kimone, please.
Yeah, the -2 is very frustrating for a lot of characters to deal with. Fortunately, Eltnum has a 5-framer that'll reach in most scenarios, so it's not as dire as it would be for others.
Alright, watch the cycle.
Aw, gets caught though.
Yeah, no meter kill as well.
Yeah, and I think Dalek didn't even get counter hit there. That might be one of those scenarios where you're trying to CS in the gap of pressure so you can get a reversal in, but you're not mashing hard enough in that 1-frame gap where you have the opportunity.
Yeah, using change on defense in this version of the game is a lot harder than most of us are used to if you'd played previous versions. But wins Celestial on offense, rare-footed job.
Cutting sync? Yeah, you cannot do that, especially against Dalek, who's very willing to use it early if you haven't shown the respect for the CS reversal.
Well, that's the thing that can make pressuring Eltnum such a challenge for a lot of characters is the threat of shield zinc. 9 frames or something like that. As soon as you can shield to introduce a gap that may not be there otherwise, you can sync your way through.
Yep. Okay, goes for a DP that time. I'm curious on the decision-making there of going for a CDP over the cutting sync, just afraid the cutting sync would whiff with the Rekka movement.
Yeah, maybe. There are some spots where because sync moves forward on the ground before it moves up, if the opponent is like neutral jumping directly above you, then cutting sync can come underneath the opponent instead of heading them.
Yeah, that makes sense. Also, great bait on the force function there. Noelle very willing to use it. As I say it.
Yeah, it's almost like you're a commentator or something. Okay, big counter you see here for Dalek. Cycle as well. I wouldn't mind them just spending it on an IW or at least putting some meter on this.
I think they will.
Yeah.
It's just the correct call in this version. You're going to get the meter back so quickly, especially with CS to spend.
Okay, where are we going? Just sending it with 66C? I like it. I'm still not exactly sure what they changed on that button for Eltnum, but man, is that button good now.
Yeah, it feels really hard to deal with in a way that it wasn't in the last version. I know Dalek has been talking a lot about how they really enjoy this version of Uni, and a big part of that is the quality of life changes to Eltnum. Oh, that Rekka is indeed punishable.
Yeah, see Rekka on block, very punishable. 2 games to 0 here for Dalek.
Yeah, big risk to take when just simply blocking it will be enough to lose the round. Now, granted, with Lon's damage, it might have been that if they didn't block it correctly, she would have been able to do like the 4.5k or whatever she needed. But Dalek, known blocking enjoyer, able to pull it out up 2-0 already. We've seen a lot of times now where there's an awkward wait. I think Dalek's trying to bait a force function and just gets thrown for it.
Yeah, both players definitely been willing to show their option select timing quite early, or it may not even be option select, just reversal throw.
Nice side switch. I hope no one in chat gets mad at us for not doing the A's in time.
Yeah, well, that was probably my favorite part about being in flashback.
Oh, that was such a good time. It's obviously very different on an online bracket versus a crowd. Goes for the chain pull off just to guarantee the kill. I don't hate it.
Yeah, keep it easy. ABC, ABC. Does a lot less damage than it used to, but when it's enough, it's enough.
Speaking of enough damage, my goodness. 3.2k. Now, my understanding is that with that Ice Flower setup, you can sort of set up a very scary throw that sort of doesn't combo into the Ice Flower, but gets extra damage from it.
Yeah, that situation, especially with EX Blossom, you just don't want to option select against. It's so easy for the lawn player to do any number of things that just kind of naturally will OS crush you.
Okay, yeah, gets the bait with the Assault 3B to make it whiff and just throws the stand shield. Oh my goodness.
Full send dash 6-6-E.
Hey, if it works, it works. And part of that too is how scary Eltnum is at round start when they have access to 100 meter. Because all of a sudden that sort of warning shot that doesn't really do much damage now goes into a full combo, puts you in the corner and you're miserable.
Alright, roll responded to with a roll of their own from Dalek.
I think Dalek was trying to CS there and got caught green shielding.
Alright, well, Grid Broken no longer, but maybe using this VO meter in the next game. Oh, but AP Ender not going to build the meter in time. Air throw!
Oh my goodness, can cash out right now. Chooses not to. Just goes for the full combo. Still though. VO back.
VO back. Oh, the jump forward into the Ice Rain.
I'm actually not even sure what side that hits on. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to block as if they were still on the right side of you, but...
Yeah, Uni notoriously with quite generous crosser protection. I can't imagine that Ice Rain refacing you.
Yeah.
Oh, 660 no cancel.
Dalek putting out a lot of pressure early, getting these throws too. Despite being on offense, has managed to attain a huge lead in cycle. Gonna use it right here to get that air throw into the full combo. Gonna build, I think, doesn't quite get the combo. Really wanted to build that 200 meter to end in the IW. Gonna have to settle for getting another hit in order to close out the round.
Yeah, and probably the worst way to drop that combo is Eltnum. You know, normally Eltnum, extremely fumble-proof character. You drop your confirm, you know, they're getting meatied by 2-2B. You're +8 anyways. I gotta watch the cycle here, though.
Oh, the force function back!
And the full confirm off from the flower!
Oh my goodness, that was almost an incredibly sick combo.
Alright, bad shield, gives Dalek the cycle, but the rising, the 9JC, man.
9JC is really strong this version. Okay, this is gonna be a good starter. I expect Dalek to cash out fully with the IW.
You gotta at least put 100 on it.
Absolutely. Yeah, already half your life gone.
Yeah, and that spacing that they had started their offense on is a lot harder for Lon to challenge than, you know, the kind of B normal spacing where Lon can start thinking about 5BB.
Yeah, absolutely. Gets the force function baited. TK Ice Rain.
Ice Rain.
That's really good.
This is one of those spots where I think Dalek is thinking a little bit too much about the force function. This is something that, especially when anytime you play against characters with very accessible reversals, sometimes you have to look at the risk reward and say, well, I can either play this mind game around baiting it, or if they send it, you know, I'll take my 1400 damage. You know, the Oki isn't great, and I can just go back to flanking.
Yeah, Noel's been quick to use the force function, but it's just not that scary, like you said, with the risk reward. I think Dalek wanted to throw it just to both, you know, beat blocking, of course, and also, you know, beats the force function, sort of the unique disadvantage of that move. Noel correctly calls it out, but Dalek's still able to close out the rounds.
Oh, no bullets here. Drop. Yeah, use the last one, just gonna have to cut the combo early, but a full clip of enhance here for Dalek.
And the punish on the roll. Okay, gonna barely get the 200 meter with that CS. Not gonna be able to close it out. And nice. Actually managed to shield the second hit, or the second air move after that rising JC and get the punish because of it. I did like Noelle's decision to go for JC there. When you're in the throw kill range with how much Dalek's been representing it, pretty smart option to gamble on, but Dalek plays patient, plays smart, able to get game 3.
Yeah, and normally shielding with Lond in the air can be quite spooky with the ICJC J3B whiff being probably one of the easiest green shield throws in the game, probably. But when it's uncharged JC, then yeah, that shield becomes a lot less risky.
Yep, and all gets the hit here too. Noelle just trying something.
Yeah, this is the advantage of choosing not to play the mind game, is that if they do anything that isn't the invincible reversal, then you are beating them.
Yep. Yeah, and with a lead like that, you know, no need to take risks. Doesn't get the full combo there, just tiny little drop, but still in a very commanding position. One hit is going to be enough.
Oh, nice mash though.
Yep, gets the full combo, corner to corner.
Yeah,
gonna have to respect that.
Very there, but the backdash bait.
Combo drop, but Dalek still plus even on that drop, turning that drop into a droptimal and getting the kill. Going up 4-1 now.
Yeah, taking advantage of their drop opportunity and putting themselves on set point.
Yeah, so many players have this inkling when they see a combo drop to just be like, I'm gonna mash here, especially if they've sort of been getting beat up, but Dalek very aware of it. Just goes for like a very simple 2-way match after. That's gonna be enough to close out the round. Great start in this next round as well. Okay, good throw tech.
Yeah, gives her the cycle lead as well.
Yeah, but Dalek wins it back, goes for a green shield, and right after that too. Now, I'm pretty sure Lond is not a 5-framer, correct?
That's right.
Yeah, so in that post-CS scenario where both players are in the standoff, Eltnum does have the slight advantage. Oh, throw bait too, just the assault JC. Still though, not enough resources to kill here.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning as well that Lond having strong air buttons is probably the only reason that he has a chance in contesting 5-frame characters in that post-CS situation, because his reversal loses to throw.
Yeah.
Finds the gap though and sinks through.
Yep, CS reversal, very strong. Noelle going for a little throw bait of her own.
Yeah, back doesn't fight. I'm nice.
Yeah,
third stage Icy Rekka.
Noelle's been showing that she's very willing to just go for that Icy Rekka overhead when she has the meter to make it plus afterwards. And you can't really blame her with how high reward it is for them just hot slipping on the fuzzy blocks.
Alright, a perfect to keep the set going though. Yeah, Noelle kind of trying to threaten the ice rain. But you have to be careful against Eltnum with meter.
Absolutely. That's one of the other sort of like hidden buffs to Eltnum this version, is the increased availability of meter and how well she spends it. Really makes the system mechanic changes benefit her really well.
Yeah, between 236C and EX Zinc, Eltnum is very happy with all the extra meter she gets in this version.
Both these characters are, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, Lon really never had a shortage of meter in any version. Oh, the air throw!
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Ice Rain pulling Lon's hurt box back enough, and Noelle keeping herself alive.
Yeah. Bit of a scrappy ending to that game there, but using just the Lon's strong tools in a very nice fashion, and able to turn that scramble situation into keeping your life alive.
Oh, round start fireball.
That's how you know we're on game 8.
Yeah, gotta really be careful about when you try to challenge lawn pressure when you have the freeze debuff on you.
Okay. No push-ups for Dalek. Well, I had the right timing on the matchup. I guess just didn't believe in the hit. Gets caught no canceling. Sort of probably unintentionally. Tries to run up to bait, the force function just gets thrown. I've actually never seen that interaction before.
Yeah, the dash block going underneath C-Rekka. Nice bait on the 3D.
Yeah, like you said earlier, standing at that range is so good versus Lond, and able to sort of accidentally catch out reversals like the 3D.
Alright, walk back. We're just sending Ice Rain immediately.
Yeah, Noelle with a lot of meter to spend. Dalek, first one to get a hit.
A lot of meter to burn here as well. Oh, the reset!
I've had that reset done to me before. If you've not seen it before, it's really tricky.
Yeah, it takes a certain degree of experience to accept delay tech, but with this hit, spends all of the meter, and Dalek taking the set 5-2 over Noelle.
Really good showing from both players, but Dalek's offense just so dominant. Really good understanding of neutral, and able to survive the Lon onslaught. Did get caught with the Rekka overhead and the sort of like 4C into Rekka that puts you in the air but is low a few times, but not enough.
Yeah, well played, but our next set coming up, as I find where the picture is, it's Shamison versus Jordan F, another Oregon versus Washington matchup.
Yeah, we have a few Oregon versus Washington matchups going on. I was really excited to see the last one. I'm equally excited to see this one. The Oregon players have so far always put out a really good showing in Hop On. I remember your set versus Fio from last time was definitely the highlight for me.
Yeah, you know, a game and a half of baseball at the end, but we're putting on a show. So Linne versus Orie, a matchup that I have seen for many years, but not one that I've seen too much in this version.
Yeah, and you know, I'm kind of curious as to why. Maybe you have an idea. We're seeing less sort of Linne than we did in previous versions.
Honestly, I really don't have a good answer for that, other than, you know, maybe the increase in power level in characters like Hyde and Londrekia that kind of serve the same, I want to control out of space and move forward a lot. But I mean, Linne she's still Linne. She's still
really good.
Tools to outplay you in every situation.
Yeah, and same with Orie. You know, a character who was generally considered a bit weaker in the previous version, though, with some pretty strong representation at the top level. I know Japan is very high on this character.
All right, getting things queued up here. Yeah, I have not seen either of these players play before. Of course, Shamison and Jordan F. But we're getting right into it. Game number 1 here in our third first to 5 of the evening.
Yeah, I've seen a bit of Jordan F play. Someone who will, you know, just ping for games and air dashers a decent amount. I believe another player from sort of the northern Washington regions, like Bellingham era.
Oh, dash 2C? Some things never change.
Yep. Shamison, a true Linne player. So far, Jordan F just going for pretty tight strings. Does the assault after that thrust. I noticed that's actually one habit that Jordan has from when I've played him, is very willing to aggress forward after sort of those minus specials.
Alright, Orie players, now that they have a real reversal. Honestly, in my opinion, it might have been it's a good change for Orie, but I think it might be a bad change for Orie players.
Absolutely.
Oh, no punish on the whipped Helmbreaker.
Nice route here.
Yeah, huge cycle advantage, the 6B chain shift behind it.
Oh no, drops.
Oh no, rebeat confirmed either on the 2C counter hit.
Yeah, scary situation for both players. I really like going for the 6B there. It's actually kind of hard to see in that scenario if you immediate tech.
Yeah, definitely a theme throughout the night so far is that delay tech is your friend.
Yep, another 6B hit. deal a good chunk of damage even without the full combo. Oh, great throw bait. I think Shamison tried to mash there after the drop combo, but active enough on the, I think it's 2-1-4C that Jordan able to take game 1.
Yeah, both these characters also benefits in the standardization of special move inputs, where both of them no longer have half circle specials.
Yeah, nice quality of life change across the board. I'm very glad they did that change, especially as a Hilda player. I hate having to do the stupid half circle inputs every single combo. Now those moves are bad, so I don't have to anymore.
Yeah, it was weird doing the Linne trials in this version of the game and not doing half circle for Mugen as someone who's played the game for 7 years, though, I will say that.
Yeah. Oh, gets caught with the overhead.
Yeah, nice routing as well, using the new the new dash follow-up.
Yeah. And no drops here. Clean 4K off that 5cc increase.
Yeah, but I mean, up back JA at the end of your offense as a Linne player, we all know what that is. Alright, no grid for Jordan here.
Yeah, doesn't quite get Celestial on the same side, but still, everything going their way. Even the drop, not enough to deter them. Really confident game 2 going back. We saw 2 pretty dominant rounds.
It's hard to input TK half circles, but you don't need to anymore. It's not a half circle.
I think that's what they're saying. Yeah, I think we're starting to see Shamison catch on to some of Jordan's habits on offense and defense. And, ever since that very scrambly first game loss, it's been pretty much the Shamison show across the board.
Yeah, I believe at that spacing that Kuga Dash is -1 if it's in the... One of them, if she stays on one side, it's -1. If she stays on the other side, it's +1, and I don't remember off the top of my head which is which.
Yeah, I remember Rourke saying that the other day. I'm pretty sure you're correct. Oh, gets caught shielding. I wonder if that was a CS attempt.
Alright, just both players really not trying to slow play this neutral.
Yeah, Jordan is mashing a lot after the thrust block, and it's like obviously it's a move that leads you to a good spacing, but it's definitively minus, and Linne is able to take advantage of that spacing with 2C really well. So I do want to see Jordan play a bit more defensive in those scenarios.
Oh, gets took low by the 2-4A though.
Chases them down, gets the round, finally puts a stop to the sort of string of really dominant rounds that you're seeing out of Shamison. Honestly, for me, the thing that has been working the most for Jordan is just that 6B. Like, it's very consistently open.
Yeah, one of the moves that, despite being kind of slow, having an obvious animation has been notoriously difficult for people to block.
Yeah, it's difficult, especially with all the other options. Oh no! Tried to go for the reversal there, it doesn't work out.
Oh, catches the backdash with the Sacred Spire.
This time does get the reversal they want in, but not quite enough to kill. And there's that 6B. Again. No confirm there, just dropping that corner combo. Really wants to get the kill. Great tech, but the mash after.
Yeah, on -8 as well, no fear.
Wow, I was actually very surprised. A lot of risk taken by Jordan that just consistently worked out, and that's enough to let him go up 2-1 already.
Like the walk by. Oh, footsie.
Yeah, Orie is definitely a footsie character. Maybe getting a bit less so now that they have both BDP and thrust on minus frames.
Alright, we got a knockdown, we're running strike throw. That's exactly where Linne likes to be. A Kuga in the corner is a nice change reversal. Love to see it. Oh, no break on the gold throw though.
Yeah, you gotta get those. That's why we have the 10 push-ups punishment for not taking the gold throw. Oh no! No, but no punish!
Yeah, things are getting scrambly here. 50 seconds left on the clock, but not a lot of life from either side.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Neither player able to confirm the stray hits they were getting, but finally Shamison does take the round.
Yeah, and not taking their turn back after 3C as well. -3 on block without cancel option. Except for the notorious CBO.
Yep. That one's very cheeky. I'd be pretty surprised if we saw that.
Yeah, neither of these players seem to be on the level of frame trapping CBO.
Yeah, just backdash. I like the way Jordan is playing these sort of scenarios, willing to back off on pressure to some degree if he realizes he's quite minus, and then just go for sort of a cheeky thrust. That's a very common thing across fighting games of like backing up, giving space, and then immediately going with like a forward advancing active move.
Alright, I'm curious if Jordan is going to cash in on their conditioning from 6-6C with maybe a 6-6C no cancel throw later in the set. Obviously still plenty of time for the conditioning to sink in.
Yep. And yep, sees that helpful red flash, able to take advantage of it. Goes for a DP instead of a typical sort of anti-air punish, though I actually kind of respect that because of sort of the awkward spacing you're at. Almost 5k damage and then the 6B.
You know, the more things change, the more they stay the same, and that 6B is hitting home.
Yeah. Okay. Real quick, someone in chat needs to explain to me, and I know the answer is just going to be like, oh, it's just a Bellingham thing, but why do they keep calling that the Susan B. Anthony? I don't understand.
We may never know.
We may never want to know, really. The Bellingham Zoomers are in a league of their own when it comes to these sorts of things. Stella says, because Linne says Susan B. Anthony on her 632B. 632B. Does she?
Oh wow, the force function actually a little bit too late.
Yeah, sort of accidentally safe jumps in with that assault.
Yeah, normally a very consistent anti-air for Linne players, but it's a little bit late on the follow-up.
Okay, nice job doing the full combo. Another BDP reversal. And oh, so greedy there. Chooses not to do chain shift beforehand. Wants to keep that Warple, but gets punished hard for it.
Yeah, no use of it here either, just reversal throw.
Actually, just doing the cycle,
yeah. Walking back.
I really did not think he was going to get it there.
Alright, nice routing adjustment for the space aim.
Yeah, good route too. Chooses not to go for the 200 meter, knows that it's not going to be enough to kill, and just one hit here will do it. Jordan, another game on the board. Bellingham in chat, very proud.
Yeah, set point here for Jordan as well. No, Shamison hasn't been, playing poorly or anything like that. It's just that in these situations where it feels that both players aren't 100% comfortable with what's going on, Jordan's been coming out on top.
Yeah, one of the strongest skills you can really have in fighting games is being able to adapt in scramble situations. And with a set like this, a lot of pressure and just so much happening, so much conditioning on both sides, just having the snap instincts to make the right call ends up giving you so much mileage.
Okay, they do try to cash in on their conditioning of on 6-6C, but
gets punished for it immediately, yeah.
Yeah, the 2B out. Oh, grid break.
And oh, I guess that was the -1 spacing, because gets punished hard for going for a match there. This should be enough to kill, and yeah, 100% agree with going for the IW just to get the guaranteed easy round.
Yeah, Shamison just kind of overplaying their hand in that offense situation. You know, grid broken Orie, you have a Kuga to work with. You really don't have to force things too much.
Yeah, in the corner there, that's one of those scenarios, I call it the plus on block frame trap, where you can kind of just keep your pressure going forever, and there really isn't much they can do. Most players will just choose evasion, but instead goes for a pretty obvious minus on block move and then gets, you know, punished hard for mashing afterwards.
Actually stood up for the 2-1-4A, probably thinking about the 6B.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell that the fear of the 6B is so strong, and when you're getting opened by it repeatedly, it makes you stand block like that in ways that just kind of look silly, but are pretty natural.
Alright, signs of life here from Shamison, though. Oh, almost a really nice confirm off that Kuga.
Okay, great, no cancel there. Another 6B, gets the full combo too.
Oh, rare footage of. Jordan's probably dropped 15 of those in these 5 games.
Yeah, that link seems to be the one that's kind of proving problematic in the combo there.
Oh, I'm loving this change in pressure as well, just really using Orie's insane walk speed and her extremely strong 5A.
Yeah, great strike throw too. I mean, that's probably like Orie's biggest strength in pressure is the speed of her walk and the speed of her buttons at those ranges. Makes it really difficult to contest and leaves you open to throws, and we see, you know, Jordan just taking great advantage of it, being able to close out the set.
Yeah, I love showing that change-up as well in the last game in a set, where you can really get your opponent comfortable with something, and then you show one new thing right at the end, and it can start to be a lot for people.
Yeah. Still though, you know, good showing from Shamison as well. Had a lot of great ideas, and I really like the way they approached the game in a lot of spots. If they could, you know, just clean up a tiny bit of that routing, I think the set count would have looked very, very close. Still though, we have to move on. I don't know if we're going to be going into a break either before this set or before the next one, but next one coming up, gonna be TNBT versus Free Win. I'm fine to keep going if you are, Ash. We'll do one more set.
I'm happy to keep going, you know, depending on how this is going. Maybe we just run it with no break. 6 in a row. We'll see what happens.
I'm down. I mean, these have been really fun sets, and they've been going pretty quick, too. A lot of violets coming out from every single player. These people did not come here to block. They came here to win. Yeah,
definitely a strong change in pace from the last time we were on the air here with Knowledge Check. But our next set coming up, it's TNBT from, I have to assume NT is Montana, up against Free Win from Oregon. Waldstein versus Merkava.
Yeah, now this is going to be a pretty interesting matchup. We were talking earlier in the Dalek Noel set about 2 big winners of this version of Uni. Wald, another really big winner. If this were last version, I would have said Wald versus Zoner, pretty tough. Not so much the case in Uni2.
Yeah, even in the last version of the game, you know, Wald did always have the playstyle of, you know, being content to wait, block it out, force you to, you know, play the last interaction extremely well. You saw Psychotic have a lot of success using that playstyle against Zoner matchups.
Psychotic is the player I always look to when I think of like how to play Wald correctly, just because his patience and willingness to play her cycle was always so good. And Wald is a character where if you are like consistently, you know, winning cycle and making good use of cycle, his disadvantages can be mitigated so easily.
And now he doesn't have to as much. You know, he's got he's got Shockwave, which is a lot stronger than I think most people thought before the game came out. Kind of invalidating a lot of projectile throwing.
Yeah.
Not something you'll see as much from Merkava. You know, typically zones with his normals instead, but dash command throw.
I was going to say, TNBT did not respect that infamous Wald 6-6B at round start and gets hit hard for it. Speaking of getting hit hard, this overhead is going to hurt.
Yeah, one of Waldstein's best starters, 1-bar kill.
Barely gets it, but yeah, great recognition on the combo damage too, knowing you can get that almost 4.3k without having to spend the IW. And assault. No confirm afterwards, but this pressure.
Yeah, one thing that I don't think a lot of people have practiced against is that Waldstein's 6-6B used to be one of the best round starts in the game, but it is slower now.
Yes. And now walking back round start versus Wald is a really strong layer 1 that negates a lot of the threat of that dominant 660 round start.
Alright, knockdown, but 3 sees their way out.
Oh, barely avoiding the body splash, but not able to avoid the anti-air command grab afterwards. 200 meter on deck, I mean...
Yeah, Freewind living up to their name here in game number 1, but maybe not how you might read it.
Yeah. I see someone in chat saying Free is the guy who will say info games and actually mean it and still lose.
Nothing wrong with a good info.
True. Only really needed an info round that first one as well.
Alright, don't quite have a worm, but we do have Merkava with the cycle.
Merkava with cycle is so strong. So many varied options to take advantage of it. One of the big ones you've been seeing like a lot recently is using that AB ender to get close, to sort of dive kick and then CS afterwards to cancel it.
Yeah, that is certainly one of the tools in a fighting game of all time.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, nice break.
Yep.
5B, I agree. Spend some meter on it? No, we like the range.
There's the shockwave. Body splash called out with, I think, the 660.
Yeah, and we just saw one of the changes that Waldstein players thought was going to be a lot bigger deal coming from the beta. The shockwave hitbox on Clap is a lot less prevalent than it was in previous games, but as it turns out, the big shockwave and Waldstein's already good normals still more than enough.
Yep. Gets the command grab to close out the round. Kind of a repeat of what we saw the first game where TNBT looked really strong in the first round, but Freewind adapted pretty quickly going into the second and third. Another shockwave. That anti-zoning tool looking really good.
Yeah, you really can't sit back and let the Waldstein approach you, but yeah, 3Cs. And hearing Waldstein is very important, but also can be quite challenging, just with how his J2C, the body splash, changes his jump trajectory.
Yep, we saw it right there. Body splash CS, the classic I'm nice for Waldstein players.
Oh, just takes the restand off the 4B, catches the walk back.
Yeah, you could tell TNBT was aware of the sort of restand command grab option. Very scared of it, just gets caught low afterwards. Freewind gives us the full animation, just to give everyone in chat a bit more time to grab a snack.
Yeah, refill your water. Come back for game number 3.
Oh, right away.
I like immediately going to the next layer. You know, one of the earlier assaults got clipped by the 3C, but now already mixing it up, going for the empty link command.
Yeah, I mean, Freewind has shown now, I think, 3 or 4 times the willingness to just go for that classic 650 round start, and knows that TNBT is going to respect it. You kind of have to with how good an option it can be, even though it's worse in this game. And yeah, still command grab, more pressure in the corner. Wald has to be the scariest character to defend against in the game, and we see why right there.
Yeah, the spacing that Waldstein is allowed to threaten, you know, like one step command throw. If you haven't seen a lot of Waldstein before, the first step of his walk moves him forward quite the distance. You can actually use that as a stronger movement tool than your dash.
I was surprised there was no punish on the body splash. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you can't cancel into EX moves after, can you?
I believe you can on block, not on whip though.
Okay.
Alright, knockdown probably has the cycle here as well. Oh, the stand shield!
Certainly gonna have it now. Okay. Drops, but
And this is the grappler momentum that everyone is always scared of. You know, you let a Waldstein player feel themselves, and it can be quite challenging to get things back in your control.
These are the sort of sets that make someone an enemy of grapplers for life, saying grapplers can never be good in any game because of what you're seeing right now.
Yeah, and even choosing, you know, like, larger callouts on Waldstein Assault.
Okay, good job anti-airing that in, though. Knows that Freewind has been going for a lot of Assault Body Splash and just uses the anti-air command grab. Get a really nice combo, and the pressure started. Wormoki here. He's caught with the slow overhead.
Oh, almost had a really nice worm confirm there, but picks it up afterwards. Should be enough. Even CS here, but drop the confirm.
Yeah, obviously you want to go for CS there to get the meter. Just doing it at a time that made it kind of awkward, and the die kick afterwards going to whiff because of it. Still though, unpunished, fortunately.
Oh, and these dash 360Bs not being teched from TNBT. You do still have about 20 frames to tech that, but it's one of those things where if you're thinking about it, it's already too late. It just kind of has to be a snap reaction.
Exactly. It has the sort of gold throw animation, but of course it's actually a fair bit shorter than a real gold throw. Both players showing off their signature reversals and why they're so strong. Okay, barely doesn't get the meter to combo that hit.
Yeah, cycle secured, but the big JC.
Oh wow, I'm surprised he went for a stand shield there. That's a spot where you can just go for 2 360 and get a fair combo.
Yeah, even, not that much health to go through. Did see the startup of Assault, maybe didn't recognize it as Assault on chain shift.
Oh my goodness. Yep, 360C.
Alright, has a chance to steal the cycle back. Oh, nice 360. I know what that was.
Okay. TNBT starting to really respect this shockwave. I do like the adjustments he's making in neutral, but really, it's so hard to fight against Waldstein when they're winning cycles consistently.
Yeah, and Restands actually, misses the link off of 4B into Charge Clap, and you just get hit by Charge Clap and you're dead.
Yep. Optimals into Droptimals, and free win going up 4-0. This has been just the most classic grappler show we could have asked for. 4B anti-air, though, that's exactly what I want to see.
Yeah, Merkava does have, a lot of anti-airs that he can use, because you never want to anti-air Waldstein the same way often, just because of the control he has over his air momentum.
Yep, body splash CS, right there into the anti-air command grab.
Yeah, and the Smart Steer Ender... Oh, nice 360. Really, Waldstein, one of the big winners with that as well. He can route into the full Smart Steer, and if you use the full Smart Steer, you gain grid even at the end of the confirm, and it pulls you closer, so the spacing on his Oki is a lot stronger for him. Alright, has a chance to contest this cycle. The back tech is going to give it to him as well.
Yeah, really smart way to play it there for free win. Just recognizing the back tech and going for the concentrate. Those two things combined give an easy cycle win, and able to convert that immediately into the round.
Yeah, like that exact situation in the previous versions, you would have had to block the shockwave afterwards from Icy Clap, but not quite anymore. So, there are situations where, walk back into a far-reaching move to contest is an option that characters have now.
Okay. Finally, we see TNBT choose to go for the meter spend. Very clearly having it available and not going for it. I don't think it's even a bad decision necessarily. Obviously, Merkava's 236C, very strong reversal. Maybe a bit less strong against Waldstein because he has the free-frame command grab, so easier way to still get a decent punish.
Oh, no confirm off the 1A. Nice block on the overhead, but gets hit by the frame trap.
That is the Uni classic, blocking the sort of fake mix and then just getting hit with the frame trap afterwards.
Oh, it's spacing a little bit too far for the full confirm as well.
Tries the anti-air 2 times in a row, not going to work either time. Good blocks, but another frame trap hit.
Oh, chain shift as well.
Yeah, I think a chain shift is good. Close it out, barely survives.
How do you get out? And the shockwave, closing things out. Free win with the 5-0.
Yeah, really good performance. We saw exactly what you want to see out of a Waldstein player, which is really good command of the cycle and really good use of it. Just 2 of the keys. And then other than that, you're just playing your standard grappler offense.
Yeah, definitely, Waldstein is a matchup that if you are not practiced and prepared for, that could be you. That's been all of us at some point. We play against Waldstein and we're not, we're playing like a 7 out of 10 on that day. And you look at the score afterwards, it's half an hour into casuals and you're down like 15-2.
Yeah, even when you have a good matchup in theory, Wald is just such a momentum-based character. And that was a momentum-heavy set.
Yeah, definitely a character that challenges your skill floor as the opponent. It was my training partner in Clear played Waldstein when I was playing Batista at the end of it, and it definitely turned into the situation of he's allowed to play bad, and Waldstein can kind of slop his way in. Whereas to play well against Waldstein, you do have to really play well.
Yeah.
But speaking of playing well, our next set is my boy Espard up against C. Rakestraw, some Nanase versus Hyde.
Yeah. Rakestraw, someone who's been around in the uni scene for a little while down in Oregon. I think for pretty much all of Clear was sort of the second best player after Fio in that region. Had some very good showings coming up to Washington a couple times.
Yeah, and Espard has been playing since ST. Was a Byak player throughout ST and Clear. Playing Nanase now. Moved out to BC over the pandemic. Not in the Vancouver area with everybody else, but pulls up more to Alberta events than BC events.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know of Espard as an Alberta player primarily.
Yeah, Nathan will come out to a bunch of the events, both in Calgary and in Edmonton.
Nice.
And they're putting it together. I'm really excited to see what they can show up against C. Rakestraw, who was one of the perennial Hyde net players, not derogatory.
Yeah, maybe a tiny bit derogatory.
Maybe a little bit.
I've seen some of the things Rakestraw is willing to do on defense. Known wake up
Rakestraw is a
Rekka
reversal
enjoyer.
C. Rekka enjoyer.
Yep. Still though, Hyde has a lot of great new tools. So far, Rakestraw hasn't even needed to use them. One of the biggest things that for me has been frustrating to deal with against Hyde is how good 2FF is in the corner, but good old strike throw able to, get a lot of damage on the board already.
Oh, interesting. I'm not sure about the stand shield there. Maybe a chain shift attempt gone awry, but
yeah, he did have cycle, so it wouldn't surprise me too much. Oh, it gets caught the last active frame that Cetus.
Alright, has to deal with the chain shift. Oh, and quick throw as well. Normally when you see Nanase ICJC like that, you're expecting more highs, but just low enough to the ground for it to push her downwards instead.
Yeah. Okay, good job getting over the 2FF. I do think that as strong as Nanase Fireball is, just the zoning war is very much in Hyde's favor this version of the game.
Yeah, that being said, she has the advantage in air mobility, which can, as you were seeing, allow her to better navigate against the fireball control.
Espard mixing Rakestraw up every which way.
There's the extra overheads that Rakestraw might have been expecting to see. Quick first game here for Espard.
Yeah, it felt like every throw and every overhead that he went for just worked out.
Alright, let's see how Rakestraw can mix things up in this neutral. Just
Great challenge
his
on the repeat.
Yep. Yeah, good time to check. And this is the position that's hard for everyone. There is no character that has a good answer to hide pressure in the corner. Yep,
constant plus frames, constant chip damage, and always threatening that throw that combos into pretty respectable damage as far as throw combos go. Oh no! Goes for the low shield, gets punished with 660.
Yeah, not quite meaty, but oh, the 660 last frame picked it up.
Oh,
right, no block on the high, but slightly too far for the 5A.
I like the way Rakestraw respected CS there. Doesn't respect that air dive and gets, I think, not going to close out the round. Throw will. Yeah, Espard's throws have just been hitting every single time.
Well, former Byak player, right? So
true.
You kind of have to expect that their strike throw is going to be pretty solid.
Plus frames, plus frames, plus frames. Is gonna hard give up cycle. Gonna win Celestial, or no, doesn't get Celestial somehow.
Yeah, it showed a lot of nice shields on the 2-2s as well, which is very important against Hyde. And there it is, the Rakestraw classic.
Yep. Okay, goes for a throw bait. Espard though, proving patient, willing to just sit here, shield, try to take cycle.
Yeah, and finds a hit off the roll. Yeah, kind of a little bit of awkward knockdown. Oh, but yes, the anti-fireball tool from Hyde.
Huge damage. Actually gets 100 meter too, but doesn't close out. 4K exactly. Ooh. Okay. I was curious if roll would punish there, but it doesn't, and then Rakestraw just gets the wake up Rekka, or sort of defensive Rekka.
Yeah, big meter advantage for Espard here, and immediately sends it with the X-Disc.
And recognizing that Rakestraw is not sort of properly fuzzy blocking the 6-6 high-low, just goes for overhead. Again,
yeah,
it's working
fun
every
fact
time.
for everyone in chat, that is quite literally the fuzzy blocking tutorial in the game.
I actually didn't know that. Yeah, so now you have no excuse. Anyone in chat can do that. Unless they did the spacing, that's then you have an excuse.
Okay, 1 hit, 2 throws here for Rakestraw.
Oh no!
Well, actually, with Sivo might have been 1 throw, but gets clipped by the sword hit of 2-2 is a low. Caught walking back, and 1 game apiece.
Yeah, Rakestraw answering back.
Pretty highly contested set so far.
Yeah, highly contested in the chat as well. We see fans of both players. I always love, one of my favorite parts of these knowledge check sort of things is seeing everyone come out to cheer just for their homies who might not usually get a spot, like on the stream spotlight, but able to do so here.
Oh, right as I was about to compliment his movement around 2FF gets clipped.
Tries to avoid just all the pressure from Rakestraw by hanging in the air for as long as he can, but not going to work out. Good throw back into the corner. Another throw. And yeah, one of the advantages of the Fireball Loki there, you can keep pressure even when they wake up CS.
Yeah, your set play tool does not go away. It has to deal with meaty disc. Oh. VO backshots gets safe jump regardless.
Yeah, pretty normal safe jump, except for the fact that Hyde was looking completely the wrong way.
Oh, I like the delay tech, but... Alright, rolls through, Rekka 2. But Rakestraw's timings on these 5As has been pretty on point.
Yep. Good frame grab, too. Espard just not respecting the 6-6B. And then into the throw, yep. Yep, that's why Hyde is the scariest character in the game in the corner. We saw Wald previously, another incredibly scary character when you're cornered. Hyde as well. Rakestraw able to make great use of it. Steals the corner back. Yeah, probably gonna lose cycle though. And yeah, the roll right away.
The shields on defense from Espard have been very consistent in making sure that Hyde doesn't get all of the frame advantage that he might be used to.
Exactly. I mean, that's sort of like the one big point of consistent counterplay you have to a lot of those Hyde clustering tools, is they are pretty trivial to shield in reaction.
Espard, though, cleaning it up. Grid-broken opponents cannot contest her. I think she can do 11 overheads there if she really wants to.
Why not? Oh, tries to kill the fireball with force function, but mistimes it slightly. And then
got whiff punished actually by the 5B.
Another grid break throw.
Oh, and catches the mash as well. High profiling it with a 6-6C.
These 6-6Cs are just working out so consistently.
Oh, no reversal. One of those situations where it's kind of ambiguous which side you need to input your reversal on.
Yep, but able to punish afterwards. I think 6-6C is -5 at absolute worst case, and that was definitely the worst case there.
Yeah, big hit though off the round star tornado.
Goes for low. Rakestraw able to block it low. I'm telling you, don't change up what's working. These 6-6Cs are hitting nearly every time.
Yeah, but if Jordan's Orie 6Bs were any indication, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep.
Alright, small drop, but always a drop opportunity.
Another grid break throw. That one's actually going to close the game out. The extra damage just barely enough.
Yeah, Espard's been really on point in calling out Rakestraw's either shielding habits or OS timings.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I guess can't really be OS timings because 180 isn't dead. 180 is dead now.
Rip 1AD.
How do we play defense?
We have to be correct? Nah.
Yeah, there it is. Back to old reliable. Oh, kind of awkward. Did have change-shift to save themselves there, but sometimes it's hard to recognize those situations.
Yeah, that was a pretty like late in the move drop as well, so I don't blame Espard.
Oh, the fireball was still there!
That's gonna be a punish with the Rekka, but only a Rekka works damage. So though this 2FF auto-winning the fireball wars, but not gonna stop Espard from just floating over them.
Yeah, Espard's movement in neutral with the Nanase float has been super clean this entire set. Oh, the huge bait!
Yeah!
EX disc allowing you so many opportunities. May have dropped the combo, but didn't drop the throw. Alright, the time for neutral is over. EX disc.
Oh, barely whiffed the 3C.
Yeah, even being able to avoid Hyde 3C, you know, a move that's notoriously good at hitting opponents that are even remotely close to Hyde to weapon.
Yep. Yeah, easy change-up reversal.
Alright, block on the 6xc.
Yep. Rakestraw, adapting. Hopefully it's not too late.
Yeah, there it is. I was just gonna say it. Espard has not shown EX Sword Car against Fireballs, and lets it go to bring themselves up 4-1.
Yeah, proving you just can't safely kill the Fireball with Force Function when Nanase has meter.
I'm not exactly sure how the interaction of EX Sword Car on reaction to Crack Laser works, but I have to assume it's in Nanase's favor.
Yeah.
Alright, knockdown for Rakestraw though.
Yep, gets the corner combo throw. Another corner combo throw. This time Rakestraw, the player, is having every throw land.
Yeah, took the easy combo at first to secure the cycle, and then goes for the damage. Grid Break 2C, this should be it.
Goodness, yeah. So much damage, doesn't even CS for meter when he already has 200. Really explosive round from Rakestraw, and that's what you need to sort of get your momentum back after these last 2 games. There's the laser.
Yeah, no meter for Nanase, so can't save herself out of the fireball.
Yep. Gonna be stuck in the corner again. Gets hit by the overhead force function.
Yeah, not quite enough though. Gets hit, will drop the cycle.
Another laser. But barely staying alive, no confirm. DP here? Yeah.
And it is enough. Rakestraw clawing their way back.
Yeah. 2 really confident rounds, especially that first one. We're starting to see the adaptation more with on defense, blocking the 6xc, but really that game, the adaptation was just offense, right? Best defense. They can't mix you up if you're dead.
True. Can't mix you up if they're blocked.
Oh, the force function barely doesn't hit the fireball.
Oh, big hit. Counter hit Icy 5C.
Yeah, so much damage. 4.3k and change into the Oki. And then throw and throw. These throws. Near 100% success rate for Espard.
Yeah, Rakestraw's OS timing has either not been present or been slightly off for most of this set.
Oh no, okay. That was ADP, fortunately. Still though, so much grid for Espard.
Full mustache go.
Yeah, goes to the change up to stabilize the combo, keeps it simple, and Espard winning 5-2 over Rachel.
Yeah, the last Canadian making sure that Canada... Was there a Canadian in the... I think I was the only Canadian in the first one, so Canada currently undefeated in knowledge check.
Yeah, the first one I think was all Washington except for your set against Theo.
Yeah.
Which was, you know, Alberta versus Oregon. Now, did the first set of the night, did Pikachu win over Minuet? I'm trying to recall.
Yeah, they did.
Okay. So, yeah. BC proving to be really strong region. Alberta as well.
Let's go Canada.
Let's go Canada.
Okay, but our last set of the night, Vera from Washington up against Mayuri from Washington. Byak versus Eltnum.
Yeah, Seattle versus Bellingham as well. Vera's a player who primarily was a Granblue player, you know, going back a year or so ago. And, you know, played Uni on the side a bit, but with UNI2, decided to switch to Byakuya and been making a lot of really great progress with the character. As a Seattle player, as a former Byakuya player, I know my heart's going to be cheering for Vera, but Mayuri, I know, final of 3 Bellingham players of the night.
Yeah, you've been allowed in chat so far. Make sure that you keep it up. Last set of the night. Want the big pace. Yeah.
And, you know, this is another this is actually a Zoomer versus Zoomer matchup. So we're hopefully going to see just the most esoteric, insane posts in Twitch chat for both sides. Stella says,
you and me have no chance of understanding anything that we're about to see in the Twitch chat, so let's just focus on the game. Our last set of the night, Vera up against Mayuri.
Yeah, first thing I see in chat, I look over, Vera will win for Gundam Yaoi enthusiasts. Sure, why not?
Okay, 6-6C shown early, but yeah, Byak 2-2. Definitely not a move he needed, but a move that Byak players will say they deserve, because, you know, their character didn't hit confirm for them enough already.
He got nerfed.
Now they have one more for it.
He lost Grid Steal on, you know, killing the web. He needs it.
Oh,
but yeah, it's a really strong tool that lets him contest ranges with lows that he previously couldn't. And there we see one of the classic Byakuya knowledge checks. I've told Vera a few times now, just let the 214B increase C, that sort of cheeky low that looks like an overhead, just let it rip versus people. If they don't know it, you know, it's a free combo.
Yeah, if Byak disappears, he cannot hit you with a high.
Yep, the high is pretty quick after the sort of teleport increase. So if you ever see the teleport, his options are B, which is a frame trap mid, and then C, which is low.
Alright, we dropped our first Weboki setup, but it's fine, we run it right back.
Okay, gets the third. Into the immediate throw.
Yeah, a little bit high on the routing though, but... signs of uncomfortability against Byakuya Weboki, and that's a situation that you do need to be familiar and comfortable with in this game.
Yeah.
It's funny, the only time that I can consistently dash block on Wake Up is in Weboki.
I mean, if there's any time that where it's important to do so, that might be it.
Alright, I like the defense. You know, Mayuri knows that they have the cycle already. And, you know, she doesn't need to take a lot more risks. Oh, but dive kick on neutral CS!
Okay, Vera going for the sort of harder of the 5A confirms. Doesn't quite get it. That is one part that is legitimately kind of difficult for Byakuya in a lot of these scenarios, is how tough it is to consistently confirm off like multiple 5As with the corner combos that have good sort of corner carry. This time Vera chooses to go for the easy one and gonna be rewarded for it with the Weboki after. Catches Mayuri not blocking.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised at how like challenging good Byak routes at high proration are in this version.
They're quite tough. They're quite tough. And I'm not just saying that because I used to be a Byakuya player who sucks at the combos. I swear. Okay, not gonna. Oh, gonna go into the
yeah,
web
nice
there.
awareness of where the web was.
Oh, 0.4 meters short of getting the 63 COK.
Oh, we call that the Riddle Master where I'm from. Man, it just doesn't hit the same online, you know?
Yeah.
No, I like the dive kick to, you know, get through the attempted anti-air.
Yeah, and then opens Vera up with the command grab afterwards. Has a very good, just, you know, 4-pull lead. Both players going in nearly with 200, but I think at round start, Eltnum is the character who's a lot scarier with 100 meter than Byakuya is.
Oh, 100%. You know, Byakuya 2C, definitely a strong option, but you can roll it on reaction.
Yeah, it's a good move, certainly, but it's not the 2-2C of a character like Hilda that can kind of dominate a lot of those, you know, even frame advantage scenarios at that distance. It's quite a bit slower.
Oh, nice routing here as well. Just takes the air command grab.
Yeah, both players getting caught with these namesake knowledge checks.
I mean, that is the name of the show.
Yep.
You gotta make sure you come prepared. Yeah, important change as well that, you know, Byakuya you can also kill with anything now. Doesn't come up too much, but, you know, nice for Eltnum to be able to snipe them out with that increased gunshot. Oh, space.
Okay, good match for Vera, though. Able to get the side switch combo here as well, yep. And okay, chooses to hold on to Whirlpool. You can choose to spend the cycle in order to get the 63C Oki, but instead go to the force function overhead right away. Now into the web set Oki. Misses it afterwards, unfortunately, and gets caught by the dive kick.
Alright, small drop from Mayuri, but she's right back in with the, you know, that dive kick command throw.
Oh no, was trying to CS, but unfortunately holding back while pressing D leads to a green shield, and holding high afterward leads to a really bad scenario.
Oh, Byakuya 236C is still so bad! Oh, and you know, Vera's been standing up right as, you know, Eltnum, a character notoriously with many lows. Was one of, you know, my least favorite matchups when I was a VAT player because, you know, I can't comfortably flash kick OS when she has 7 lows.
Yep. Also one of my least favorite matchups is a Kuon player too, so things have unfortunately not changed for you.
Yeah, that matchup's no future, but that's not what we're here for today. We're here for dive kicks, 2Cs, keeping things ambiguous as well off the 6-6B.
There's that Eltnum overhead that I don't think we've seen that yet so far this set. Just another great tool for putting on extra sort of mental stack.
Yeah, nice recognition to challenge IC60 -1 after the air throw whiff removal. But you are a 6-frame character in Byakuya, so you get a trade.
Yep, that's the pain of being a 6-frame character, unfortunately. Byakuya's honest, hard-working 6-frame 5A. Just, you know, not a very good button.
Yeah, at the same timing as well. I'm not sure what she's trying to do, but it might just be one of those situations where you're getting a antsy on defense just that slight bit too early.
Yep.
Oh, and letting Rekka 2 rock against a meterless reversal character. Always got to be careful about when you use the forward Rekka follow-up from Byakuya. Meterless reversal characters can make your life a bit of a challenge there. And stands up again, 2 on 4C, putting in work.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate getting too antsy on defense and giving Mayuri combos that she otherwise just wouldn't be able to get with her pressure.
Oh, but speaking of,
yeah,
flipped by T2B there.
Oh, the 2B gets crushed with the 6-6B.
Oh, Byakuya 5A, terrible button and scrambles.
Yep. No confirm though, doesn't recognize that it's an air hit quite fast enough. You do have to go pretty much immediately into the sort of air continuation.
Alright, we got all 3 webs, we got the knockdown, throw. We're gonna have the same thing once more.
Yep.
Not a ton
Okie
of
that
damage
loops
from the EX
into
scaling.
itself. Okay, and I really like the decision there, knowing there's already a web behind you, to just jump over Mayuri from Vera instead of risking potentially dropping the like TK2 and 4B.
Yeah, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt on that one. Alright, walks back out of the increased 3C this time.
Oh, nice combo too.
Yeah, the little walk back to adjust the spacing, love to see that.
Yeah, you know, if you ever feel bad about dropping those sorts of awkward, like 660 Byakuya combos, remember that clear lamp drops them as well. I saw him miss every single one at flashback.
Character's hard now.
Character's been hard, you know? The people don't want to admit it because he's kind of broken, but...
What do you mean was?
Oh, baits the reversal! And yeah, easy closeout for Vera, evening it up. This has been a really exciting final set of the night. Both players sort of bringing out every single stop, every single trick, and they're working pretty well.
Yeah, and this is how you know that both of these players are Zoomers, because us well-learned Uni players know that IWEX is not your reversal option against Weboki. It is in fact 2C. Oh, nice. Gets the jump this time. But is backing off. Big counter hit off the ricochet shot.
Yeah, another jump there. Good hit confirmed to 2B. Goes for the mid-screen Oki. Significantly weaker. And oh no, misses it twice! It's okay, no one saw, no one saw. Cut the footage.
Yeah, both of these players just kind of one beat too early on trying to take their turn back on defense. But 6-6 low crushing again.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of those low crushes now. That pun, like you said earlier in the Dalek set, is so good this version. Oh, tries to go for the 3C increase over it, but barely whips.
Yeah, not sure what this round start roll from Mayuri was looking to deal with. Maybe 6-6 from Byakuya, I'm not sure. Oh, green shield, nice reaction.
No. Yeah, shield's too late. Mayuri gonna recognize that pretty quickly and get a grid break throw into the full combo afterwards too. As I say, that drops it.
Oh, whip throw, always +2.
Yeah. Oh no, gets caught standing again.
Yeah, these 2-1-4As have really been catching the timing where Vera isn't content to keep blocking. And again, there it is. You know the teleport low that we've seen throughout the set.
Ooh, doing something with EX there. Probably 2-6C.
Closes it out though in the scramble, and this is anyone's set, Mars.
Yeah, absolutely. I really, it's almost tough to draw conclusions with how sort of violent both players are willing to be on defense. Just running, playing the zoning game. It turns out pretty well.
You know, so sometimes you want the player one side.
Yeah. Okay, this time, Vera blocking that low, getting the combo afterwards too. Side switch into the web Oki.
1, 2, and 3. Let's go.
Oh, but doesn't respect the EX cutting sync afterwards.
Oh, slightly too far. I'm gonna say that combo was not the sync combo I'm used to seeing. Oh, the 6-6C. That one felt mean. The other is, it's like, you know, okay, that one went right through the 2V, and then they give Mayuri another round. Yeah, and Byakuya being, you know, a notorious poke, but 6-6C, low crushing very early in the animation, grid break throw.
Oh, and tries to press a button after the roll. Vera punishing it. Doesn't quite get the full confirm, but catches Mayuri mashing afterwards.
Oh, nice
good block on the overhead. Oh, but doesn't block that one.
Just a little antsy on defense once more.
Ooh, I was actually kind of worried the combo would drop there, because when webs that are already on the field get in the way of your route, it kind of messes up your setup on the fly, but gonna close it out just enough.
Yeah, whiff punishes the 5C from half screen with the assault. Shoutouts to the extended hurt boxes added in UNI2.
Chooses not to spend the meter. Really?
Yeah, +3.
Yeah.
I remember that was one reaction that I had in ST for seemingly no reason. Is that for some reason I had snap reaction to Assault Eltnum 5cc, but nothing else in the matchup.
I mean, that's a good thing to be able to react to, sort of countering the desire to get plus frames from the Eltnum player.
Yeah, I'm not sure how reasonable that is with 214A anti-airing you from such great heights now. Finds the gap in the 6-6C as well. Mayuri with a lot of momentum coming into this Game 7.
Yeah, and pretty big lead on the cycle too. Vera tried to shield the last second to steal it, but yeah, Mayuri's too aware of that. Oh, speaking of aware, Vera not aware of the overhead command grab.
Alright, nice J2C though. That is an option that I love seeing Byakuya players use in that kind of situation.
Yeah, J2C really good at stalling your air momentum. We see it again. See if this time Vera can get the full combo. Not quite. It is a bit of an unusual combo as far as your routing goes, because it's already very familiar with having it into your first web. So you do have to adjust it and treat it almost like a 5A anti-air route. It's all 3 webs.
Actually, kind of surprised that that back web didn't catch roll. That's normally something that back web does a very good job of.
Yeah, fortunately for Mayuri, she did invuln through a move, so not going to get punished by the web there. Floater's smoking overhead.
But, yeah, a little bit far.
I think at that distance, yeah, you need CS to be able to confirm with 6-6B. Ooh, good throw bait.
Yeah, dive kick in those kind of spots is always a good scramble option to have.
Yep, fast base throw plus.
All right, nice jump.
Yeah, Mayuri is understanding this like Nick set that Vera's going for now. Vera has to adapt and respect that it's not going to give her a free overhead or a free low anymore.
Alright, the walk back gets caught. And yeah,
ooh, cheeky overhead.
Yeah, you kind of have to hold a lot when Byakuya's chain shift. Unless the Byakuya player has shown, you know, the really long staggers when you're Eltnum, then you can get pretty comfortable in letting his thing cross. Alright, keeping things tight. What a throw!
Counter a throw, yeah, on the extended hurt box.
Dive kick? Thought about it.
Yeah, clearly expecting a throw there from Vera. Oh, but not expecting a 2-2-C!
Yeah, chain shifted a little bit too early. Didn't let the 2-2-C bounce them back up in the air. And Mayuri, you know, off of a bit of a fortunate situation, does take it 5-2.
Yeah, unfortunate way to go out, but still. I mean, both players pulled out every single trick in the book, every cheeky overhead and low crush and what have you, and Mayuri the one who emerges victorious.
Yeah, great show from all of our participants today, and if you in chat have been enjoying what you've been seeing, we've got signups for the next one ready to go. So if you've enjoyed Knowledge Check so far, there'll be a link in chat in just a moment for signups for the next edition of PNW's favorite First to 5 exhibition series. Fern's in the chat. May 30th. You know, we've got I think there were actually quite a few people that signed up for this one, and they've had no shortage of people wanting to play sets. So make sure you sign up for that if you're interested.
That's what Ferns was telling me, is that part of the reason we had a full set of 6 sets this time was just because so many people filled out the form. And so, you know, please do, if you want your chance to show off your stuff. We put a lot of work into trying to match players of equal skill level, and we saw a lot of really close sets because of it. So sign up, come on out, and even if you choose not to, I hope you show up for our next stream. We have brackets, beginner sessions, and of course, knowledge check just like this. Also, I'm real quick going to plug the PNW Uni Nanase that we're running. I'll be doing that this Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific. So if you're anyone in really any of these regions that we've seen today, you know, hop on in, sign up on StartGG, come out and have just a good time playing a lot of games in our ladder format.
Yeah, these Donison lobbies, will be one of them will be streamed here as well. So make sure you're followed to twitch.tv/hoponpnw for all the events like that in the future. Mars, I don't know if you've got anything to say to the people before we call it for the night.
Nope, just another thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, and big thanks to everyone in the chat, the organizers. Shoutouts to Kalma, our wonderful producer for this evening. And that's it from us. We're going to send you over to twitch.tv/FlyQuest, who are doing their Fly FGC Grand Blue versus Rising tournament. Make sure you send them much love. I've been Ash. This has been Mars. This has been Knowledge Check number 3, brought to you by Hop On. And make sure you all have a great night, and we'll catch you on the next one.